Greetings and welcome to the Raytown School District's Technology Help Desk and the One-to-One Device Program. This is a very exciting time for Raytown School District staff, students, and parents when it comes to technology in the classroom. We are excited with Dr. Markley's announcement regarding the Ignite One-to-One Device Initiative for 6th through 10th grade students and the unique partnership with the Raytown Education Foundation that will be providing devices to this year's freshman and sophomore classes upon graduation. With this excitement may come some anxiety. I hope to help you understand both the student and parent's responsibility when it comes to the one-to-one device program. Throughout this video, we will be referencing much of the information found in the one-to-one parent handbook that each family will receive when they check out their device. First, let's take a quick tour of the Raytown School District's technology page. You can navigate to the page by going to www.raytownschools.org, hovering over District Info, and then clicking on Technology. Families will be able to review resources for helping them keep their students safe online in the Technology Department's Internet Safety section. The Raytown School District is committed to securing all of our district's data through administrative procedures, internal procedures, and practices. We have collected this information in our Data Governance Manual. Included in this analysis is an interactive list of district digital resources. All students participating in our one-to-one program and their parents will be required to complete a student-parent loaner agreement form. This will include all students in 6th through 10th grade as well as any student that is enrolled in a freshman or sophomore core class. Parents and students are encouraged to read through the entire one-to-one device handbook prior to completing the loan agreement. Let's take a look at the devices students will be using in our one-to-one device program. All district middle school students will be using Lenovo Chromebooks. Our high school students will be using Lenovo 11E Windows laptops. The top of all district one-to-one devices have been engraved with the school district's official logo and the district's device inventory number. The district has also labeled the bottom of the devices with a scannable inventory label as well as the funding source of the device. The school district relies on these tags to quickly identify the device. Finally, all students will be provided with a protective sleeve for their device. Students will need to carry their device in their protective sleeve at all times. All students that are participating in our one-to-one program will be assessed a technology usage fee of $20, with a family being charged no more than $40. Families that have been approved for the free or reduced lunch program for the 16-17 school year and have completed the waiver allowing the district to use that information for the assessment of fees will be charged $10 for each student with a family maximum of no more than $20. Students are responsible for keeping their device safe and free from damage. The school district worked very hard identifying the sturdiest device they could for this one-to-one program. That being said, there is always the potential for damage to a device. If an accident were to occur that damages a student's device, the student will be assessed additional costs to repair the device as outlined by the Student Device Damages and Charges section. Students will need to report any damage to their device as soon as possible. Under no circumstances should a student attempt to repair the device themselves. For families that do not pay their technology usage fee, they will be assessed 100% of the costs of all parts needed to repair the machine. Families that have paid their technology usage fee will be assessed a reduced cost depending on the cost of the parts. For cases where the damage was intentional or through negligence, the families will be assessed the full cost of the replacement parts and labor as outlined by Board Policy EHB. In cases of lost or stolen devices, families will be charged the full replacement cost of the device. Finally, students will need to ensure that they keep their device properly labeled. There will be a $5 charge anytime a device needs to be relabeled. Students will also need to ensure that they are carrying their device in their protective sleeve. There will be a $10 charge anytime a protective sleeve needs to be replaced. For a full list of costs for parts on the student one-to-one devices, please consult pages 4 and 5 of the One-to-One Agreement Handbook or the technology page on the district website. Earlier in this presentation, we discussed responsible use in terms of the district's one-to-one loan agreement. As with any technical resource provided by the district, students are expected to abide by all board policies while using their one-to-one device both at home and at school. Parents and students are encouraged to review Administrative Procedure EHB-AP1 on technology safety. This policy defines acceptable behavior on district-provided technology. Students are ultimately responsible for the content on both their device and any device that is accessed using their district-provided account. The Raytown School District is committed to providing a safe digital learning environment. We feel one of the best ways to ensure this safety is to teach students to be safe consumers of technology. The district is a certified common sense media district, and our online safety program is aligned with national recommended guidelines. The district also uses a content filter to block inappropriate sites and content. Our filter is updated nightly in an attempt to catch new sites. Because of the nature of the internet, no content filter is foolproof. Students are responsible for the content on their devices, including all downloaded and viewed content. They will need to practice good digital citizenship at home and at school on their one-to-one device. Finally, all district software will be installed by students at school. Parents can access the approved digital resources list by going to the technology page, clicking on data governance, and clicking on the digital resources page. The district has worked hard creating a comprehensive set of guidelines and rules that will help students keep their one-to-one device in good working order. Ultimately, students are responsible for their lone device and will need to keep it safe at all times. Students should never exchange their device with another student, nor should they share their password with anyone. Students will need to make sure that they are carrying their device with both hands or in their district-provided carrying case. Parents and students can find a complete listing of laptop rules and guidelines on the technology page under the heading One-to-One Program. Families need to make sure that their students bring their device to school every day fully charged and in the district-provided carrying case. In order to get in the habit of charging their computers at night, a lot of families will find it helpful to designate a location at home as their charging station. Students will have the ability to connect their devices to Wi-Fi outside of school. While many public areas have free Wi-Fi, be sure to only connect to networks that you feel are safe. To help families who do not have Wi-Fi access at home, the school district has posted a map with free Wi-Fi areas in the city on the one-to-one page, as well as resources for reduced cost internet access. In addition, teachers are going to be mindful that not all families have internet at home when they assign homework. We have covered a lot of information about the district's one-to-one device program. You will be provided with all the materials covered in this presentation in paper form as part of the one-to-one device packets. You will also be able to find all these resources on the technology page on the district's website. That being said, you might still have some questions. The district is committed to partnering with you during this process and will be available to answer all questions you might have after this video. Thank you.